Front Row MMA, here with Matt Hallam, just a few weeks out from his middleweight title fight at Fight UK on November 17th at the Athena Theatre in Leicester. Matt, it's been sort of 6 months since we last saw you in the cage. The last time being at Made for the Cage, where you won by first round knockout. What was your game plan for that fight, and how has that transferred to what you're about to face?
Well, to be fair, obviously you were going to a fight preparing, and so I obviously drilled their moves for the last fight, and I felt that I was very well prepared for that fight, and that's how, basically went my way very well straight away. So.
The last two pro fights have, I think, had a combination of about a minute's worth of time in the cage. Is that a blessing or a curse? Is it something that you don't worry about because you train so hard, or would you have liked some more cage time?
There was a little bit in my mind is like, okay, are these guys actually able to fight properly? Do you know what I mean? And like test my skills, but we never found that out. So that's not down to my fault. That's not my fault. So what I do is assess my actual skills in the camp, where I'm getting some of the top international fighters are in this camp, and at the minute, it's amazing. So if I gauge them and get some reassurances from them guys, and we do put it on each other regularly, so I know that my skill level is high, so that's why it's nice to be fighting for a belt. So obviously Yannick's skill level should be high as well. And
it's a 6 month gap is quite a long period of time. Is that something that frustrates you? Was that planned? Is it hard to find opponents given your finishing record?
I think it's an opponents, and also I did have promotions bring me to fight on the shows where and the money's not going to be great at the level we're fighting at. So for me to take a 10-week camp, loads of sacrifice. I'm actually staying in Nottingham now from Tuesday morning through till Thursday night, and for me to do that and then just beat someone up is okay. It's good, but it's a bit of a waste of time. So I'd rather step it up. So like obviously I spoke with when Alistair asked me to fight on Fight UK. I said I'll train for that, but I'll fight for the belt, and he accommodated my gestures, so he put me up for that, which makes it worthwhile.
Yeah, well, it's fun because my next question was going to be, what were your thoughts when you got this phone call? Is this a fight you're really excited about, or is it just another guy to beat?
Well, both really. It's another guy to beat. See actually how good my skills are.
In terms of Yannick, is there anything about his game that you need to be cautious of? Because obviously he's cautious of your strength.
Yeah. I don't really think so. I've watched some of his fights. He's won them, which he was probably meant to be beating them anyway, as I was meant to beat my opponents. And we both did what we wanted, how we fight. So it doesn't bring anything to the table that I'll be worried about. Strength, speed, stamina. I've covered everything for that camp tenfold. So it's just down to the.
Now we're not stirring here because I'm fairly sure it's public knowledge. But Yannick has got a fight 2 weeks later on Bama, which is the arena show. It's a step up from sort of the local promotions. How does that make you feel, knowing he's fighting you for a title? But 2 weeks later, he feels that he's gonna be capable and ready to step in a cage and fight again at a bigger venue.
Physically capable, you mean?
Yeah.
As well. After our fight.
Yeah. Does it?
To be fair, I'll take that fight. I'll finish Yannick and take that fight. I think it's gonna go like that anyway. But no disrespect to him. If he brings to the table, if he's capable of fighting on Bama, then we've got a good fight on the cards, haven't we? To be fair. Do you look at that as a little bit of disrespect, or if you'd been offered the same thing, would you have done the same thing? Would you say no, I'll take both, or would you have? Is there? Yeah, definitely. I think he's just took an opportunity, and I don't blame him for doing that. So, but it might have opened it up for both of us. Really, it might have fast tracked me. He's done me a favour. He's gonna be a tough fight. Definitely, gonna have to earn it. I'm going to have to fight hard. I've trained hard, and I believe that the fight's going to be hard as well. So, we'll concentrate on that, and then afterwards, then we'll see where that goes. Now, to be fair, okay, that's a fair comment, because what can you get from highlights of my fights? Yeah. Like the longest one was a minute, and most of them were 10 seconds, 15 seconds. There's absolutely nothing on there. So that assumption is he doesn't really know anything about me, to be fair. And I'm doing loads of ground game, loads of takedown D, because everyone in the camp are doing that. Everyone in the camp is doing that. You know, so there's no. If there's chinks on my armour, then we'll find out, won't we? But
one of the things we do, especially with Yannick, and I know we've done it with yourself a lot, is we say, you got a prediction for us, and Yannick has predicted, and he's been close. I'll be fair to him. He predicted first round 3 minutes. What are your thoughts on that? And do you have a counter? Minutes. He figures first round 3 minutes.
Okay. If he's still awake in 3 minutes.
And if I were to ask you for a prediction, are you going to make one, or are you going to keep us guessing?
I'm going to say second round. Second round, 2.5 minutes. Yeah, second round.
KO, TKO, so?
KO. But I'll sub if it comes.
Now, none of us are getting any younger, and I'm not going to age you for people, because I don't think that's fair. But what does your future hold as a fighter over the next sort of 18 to 24 months? Where would you like to see yourself in that time? What are your goals and ambitions?
Well, one of my main goals was, when I started fighting, you know, obviously Jimmy encouraged me to say, yeah, look, you know, you're going to train, you can fight, have a go. So then I thought, well, all right, I'll have a go. One, and then what's my path going to be? Get to Bama, see where that goes. You know, I'm going to take fights that are good for me, because I've got a business set up, and you know, my work environment is like my main concern for me. But I'm managing to juggle it really well, because if the fights are right, then I'll take them. It's down to me how I win them and how I present myself as a product. And that's how I see it, really. So, and I'm enjoying it all, the whole experience. And you know, as long as it's all going well, I don't mind. You know, I'll fight as long as I get good fights. But because sometimes it doesn't always go the way that you want it. But you know, I'm happy. I'm happy just continuing. I think, to be fair, you know, obviously I'm watching. I'm not really going to elaborate on that very much. But let's be right. You know, if we start standing and striking, then I don't think he's going to be in a good place. I think both of us as pro fighters want the crowd to be behind us and portrayed as proper professionals and good fights. You know, try not to make silly mistakes and fight the game that we can actually fight, and then that would be good. It'd be good for everybody. Well, Yannick, yeah. Okay, dude. Well, just bring your A game, yeah, and we'll just have a good fight, and I'll see you in the cage. And obviously to Bama, well, I'll take the fight in 2 weeks, no problem. And before we let you go, training partners, sponsors, anyone you'd like to give a shout out to or thank you, please? I'd like to thank, obviously, the whole camp. Camp's been amazing. All the guys. I'm not going to go over them because some of them might fall out because I mentioned them, because there's too many of them. My fiance Carolina, she's looked after me, packed me away. I don't know if she's getting up to stuff at home, but I'm here and she's packed me up with loads of pack up, and absolutely been a star. Put up with my antics. And then I've got some good sponsors. Westwood Lakes, thank you for sponsoring me. EES Recruitments, thank you very much, Steve Epton. And the last one is James Edwards Estate Agents. So thank you very much for taking some of the pressure off. And also, anybody who's watching this or anybody who listens that still may not have a ticket, is how can we get tickets through? Yeah, I mean, you can get tickets through me. Fourth Dimension, you know, my number's down there, and just get some tickets. Come watch it. It's gonna be a battle, man. It's gonna be a war. Matt, thank you very much. I think it's fair to say that it is probably the most intriguing middleweight fight that we've seen for a long time, and that's including some of the bigger events. These are two guys that are on the cusp of doing something really special. Good luck, and I hope it goes your way. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.